very much for hanging with me. I'll see you on the live. Whoa, look at this. Salutations, kindred spirits. Man, I did this, and I realized that's going to shake my cam. I shouldn't do that anymore. But I did the opening. I'm going to tell you what, I was just on the TikTok. They might still be on there. Let me check my, yep, they're still there. Okay, woo, I thought they'd never leave. You get that going. Trying to be a responsible social media person and promote these events with the strengths that I have. I don't know, what would you do if you were me? So it's nice to see, number one, that I have the microphone turned on today. So that's a win. All right, welcome to the stream, folks. I got a loose 30 minutes scheduled, but look at the to-do list. It's large and in charge. I've got a lot of things that I want to talk about. Hey, let me talk about this. First and foremost, let me say my continued thanks. See if I did this right. My daughter, Adeline, is this her? She's still up there? Oh, there she's, that's from last week. Did I have the, that's not it. Oh man, did I not do it right? I didn't do it right. I tried to do it right. At least we saw Adeline. Caitlin got a car. She got a car, I think yesterday, a nice SUV for the girls. I caught a little video clip from the Facebook stream. Anyway, thank you all again for supporting my family in their time of need. She certainly needed the help and y'all showed up. And thank you for that. If you're on the GoFundMe, you've probably seen the updates. And again, cool. Thanks, guys. All right, so let's do a trick. I wanted to mention, I got the to-do list. We're going to get through it, and I'll try and watch the chat, and I'll definitely catch up with you guys as time goes on. This is a trick y'all seen me do before, the Plastic Lady. This is a Mike Powers release. Mike bought the rights to the Plastic Lady back in the day from Don England. Is his website on here? It's Mall of Magic. There it is, Mall of Magic, over here by Mike's face. But look, my routine's in here. I'm going to just do a little bit of that for you. I haven't been able to offer this trick for a couple of reasons, and the least of which is getting the cards to do it. Mike has produced this so that everyone gets a queen now, which was a problem with this trick before. Sometimes you got a jack, sometimes you got a king with the money card. Always nice to have a lovely lady when you're playing a little game of hanky-poo, the blacks for me, the reds for you, and hey diddle diddle, she's the one in the middle, so now you know where we're at. It's the 3-card money, bet where the lady is and lose. Yeah, it's a scam. Hey, Jason Y showing up in the super chats. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for supporting the Vanishing Arts. Always happy to see you. All right, here we are. So you want to bet where the queen is, but the best thing is not to bet. I mean, you might bet it's on the bottom. That's going to lose money. You might bet it's in the middle. That's a loser as well. Or you could take the sure bet of the top, and that's a bet that's sure to lose, because in the 3-card money, it doesn't matter where you bet the top or the bottom or the middle, there's a loser every time. There's no winning card until the dealer needs it, and then look, it comes right back. Now, this can be done with blinding speed. Watch here, we'll do it off the table. Keep your eye on the queen. Keep your eye on the queen as it jumps back to my hand. I know, right? It scares me too. Here, I'll do it again. Let's see, getting a little unfocused. I want to keep this in focus on the table as the queen jumps back to my hand. That leaves a 10 on the, So this is how, and maybe not why. Here's a clue, and I like to showcase this so y'all never lose money on these scams. The queen is an adjustable. So it's not an honest game, and I'm going to exaggerate this for clarity, but you can adjust this queen so it gets a little bit bigger. And a queen like this is easier to manipulate. Or you could squeeze it on the ends. Then it gets wider on the wider on the sides. Oh, I know what's wrong. Hold on, I'll fix a little squeeze, and it goes back. Try so hard to get everything right. It goes back the way it was. But that's not the best way to cheat the Monty. The best way to cheat the Monty is to use a card that's just a little bit smaller. Yeah, just a little bit smaller. And that is the secret to the 3-card Monty. All right, that is the Plastic Lady. That is my plastic surgery routine to go with the Plastic Lady. And yeah, if you're a member of mine, you have the tutorial for this, but It hasn't been available on my website because I haven't been able to provide a package. So that's the name of that tune. Hey, also, as I'm watching the chat, I realize I'm glitching a little. I did not plug in my Ethernet cord. So the list of things we check off on this list is long. Here's the thing I forgot. Maybe if I plug this in, we'll have a better signal. I'm just on Wi-Fi now. So if I happen to hiccup, I'll be right back. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, so maybe now it won't. Maybe now that I've plugged in the Wi-Fi, we won't have glitches. What's up, Claude? Greetings and salutations. All right, so where was I? I thought this. Maybe I put together a to-do list. I wrote a to-do list last Monday. Now I've got way too many. I've got a whole bunch in the pile. Let's just kind of work through it from the top to the bottom. Offering some new cards at conjure.com. I'm offering this, and I'm going to give away one of these Harry Potter packs today. Maybe we'll just do that. I'll do that after the trick. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to do a card trick, and then I'm going to give away a Harry Potter pack. I think I know how I'm going to do it. What's the card trick I'm going to do? This one. So this is, what do you do? What do you do if you have a bunch of cards and you don't know what to do with them? Well, you could do this. Watch this trick, and it'll be a joy for me to to do this in more than 1 minute. This was the last short I shot. Also a new members YouTube tutorial if you're a YouTube member with me. But man, trying to do this trick in 1 minute. Is it still glitchy? Hold on. Let me turn off Wi-Fi. Is that still on? If it's still glitchy, I don't know what else I can do to fix it, folks. I just got to power through at this point. I'm kind of all in. Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. Better. Here, we'll do this while we wait. I have this just in case. I have things to do while we wait. This is while we wait to see if the stream reconnects. I'm just going to pull the Wonder Wire. This is my new time killer. My prediction is that the stream is going to be a much better experience now that we've... Now, wait. We're going to... Look, it's all green. Maybe a little bit of yellow now. And this is the Wonder Wire, which... The real thing about this wire is you just wonder why I'm doing it. Yeah, the Potter decks, there's a good... We're going to talk about the Harry Potter four color decks. I've been working on this thing for about 3 weeks now. I'm still not sure. But look at this. We've overcome another speed bump, and we're progressing now with the agenda. And this is what we do with multicolored decks that we have hanging around. And as I was saying, what a luxury to perform it in this might take 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. It's a story trick, so enjoy this for your entertainment pleasure. It's a story of 4 jacks and their identical twins, or their quadruplicate. Is that I don't know the math here, but they're brothers. They perform the sympathetic jack act, and here's what that looks like. Watch as a face-down card exchanges off the face-up packet. In sympathy, the face-up cards will turn face down. Now, this works both ways, and I'll do that because I can. Watch as the face-up card goes off the face-down packet, and in sympathy, the face-down cards turn face-up. This is the sympathetic jack act as it was performed for many moons. Face-up cards turning face down, and face-down cards turning face up. It was a good act. It went on for many moons, but as these things tend to do, some of the cards started joking around. They were able to influence some of the other cards to join them. Now, some were reluctant to turn, but in the end, it's just a bunch of jokers. Although the jacks, they had a plan. They thought maybe with just a little bit of influence, they could change the jokers back back into jacks, and that was a plan that worked for a while, but ultimately the act was doomed for failure, as not were only these cards a bunch of jokers, but the jacks all came from different backgrounds. Yeah, different backgrounds. It's different backgrounds. So the act never really amounted to much. That's my story. I'm stuck with it. Hey, I hope you liked it. The sympathetic cards. Allow me to say that again. Hey, I hope you liked it. This is where maybe you hit the like button or subscribe. I don't know. I have to say that. That's one of the rules as a YouTuber. I say those words, maybe good things happen. This is the sympathetic cards, Ronay's sympathetic cards. I was looking to add this to my offerings at conjure.com. Dun, 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 where you can buy things like stripper decks, which I talked about this week online, and other, I've got beginner goods. I'm selling advanced things. I've been doing this trick for over 30 years. I wanted to offer it to you guys. I know Fun Inc. has the rights to this thing, but they don't have it in stock. I doubt they ever will at this point because it's a process. So I put it on a tutorial for my members. It's not like just out there for everyone. If you're one of my members and that information is in the description below, it's $5 to join. You get over 20 tutorials. So yeah, that's a silverback. I'll tell you what I've considered is this. I've considered asking Fun Inc. or offering Fun Inc. to buy the rights to this trick. And if I did do that, what I would probably do is buy about 8 of these. I have 6. I was one short of 7. You need 7. I have 6. But I would probably buy a good selection of the various bright colored bikes. I don't know that this is a good option, but that's what I used. So yeah. Anyway, maybe that'll be offered in the future. I would love to have the rights to this trick and be able to sell it, but if nothing else, I still get to do it. You can do it too if you want. It's just Jordan counts. It's Elmsley counts. It's not rocket science. And it's a winner. All right. That's part of the pile. Oh, I said I'd give the deck away. Y'all, I was going to talk about the stripper deck. Maybe I will briefly. Maybe I'll do it really briefly. But let's give away a Harry Potter pack. I got to look at something first. For that, I need my phone. So rude. I was on TikTok prior to this stream. I'm trying to do the social media thing right. I have to look at my website because here's how we're going to give away the Harry Potter deck. I started offering playing cards. If you go to conjure.com now, you'll see a playing card option on our magic shop list. And no, you don't have to shop at conjure.com to enjoy the site. You can go there and watch videos, learn tricks. There's a few things to look at there. But I just put a Harry Potter sale up there. And here's what we're going to do. If someone can tell me in the chat how much it costs to buy 4 decks of Harry Potter cards. If someone could type that information into the chat, well, I'm going to send you one of the highly coveted Gryffindor blue. Is that right? I hope it's right. You're getting a blue pack. All you got to do is tell me how much it costs to buy 3 decks of Harry Potter cards at conjure.com. Yep, Jimmy's got it. Jimmy would know. Jimmy, I might send you another prize. Man, of course Jimmy's got it. Hey, look, Jimmy, I'm going to send you a surrogate surprise. He just bought those things yesterday. D-Dub coming in at second place with $29.95. Hey, D-Dub's going to get the surrogate win. Hey, Jimmy, I'm going to give you a prize in your next package, just like we did last time. If you really want some more Harry Potter packs, I'll throw them in there for you. I should have had a disclaimer. If you've ordered the cards, you're not eligible. Jimmy's a good guy. He'll understand. D-Dub, you're going to get them. Here's what you want to do, brother. You want to email me immediately. Conjure@gmail.com. CONNJURE@gmail.com. Used to have a graphic for that. We got rid of it. Who needs graphics? Conjure@gmail.com. D-Dub, give me your screen name. Give me your address. I'm going to send you a Harry Potter pack. Boom. You winner, chicken dinner. That was fun. And I guess we got double winners today. All right. Making that magic capitalism work for us. Pretty good deal if you want to just buy one. It's buy 3, get 1 free. And Jimmy took advantage of that. I'm going to give away one more thing on this stream. I'm going to give away a copy of my new TikTok notes. This is my notes on short form social media. This was from the lecture I delivered at the senior tour. I guess I'm a senior now. The senior tour magic convention, which is where I spent last weekend. And that's what we're going to talk about next. Let me show you a little something. This is how you get them. This is going to go to somebody who does social media. So if you don't do social media, don't get excited. Bear could win them though. But look. So this is who was there, just so I don't forget everybody. I'll quickly name them. Alan Ackerman. Y'all know Alan. He's a legend, a beast. Oh, I was there. Bill Goodwin. Wow. What a pleasure to watch this man go. The real highlight for me, Howard Hamburg. I met a new best friend there. Chris Conn, well, he stole the show, and that's no surprise. Jimmy Cards Molinari, the living, breathing Kardashian. He was like, on there. Mike Powers, I voted him the most devious magician. My good buddy, Steve Reynolds. I love Steve. He's a great card man, and so good to see him on the stage. Then they had Harry and Trudy Monty as the guests of honor. I did take a few pictures at the convention. I thought I'd share a few moments with y'all today that were important to me. Look at me moving into the world here. Do I have this ready to roll? Oh, there it is. So this is a little slideshow. This is Steve and Alan. I took this picture. It's probably let me get me off there for a minute. Here's why I like this picture. This was 5 minutes after Alan Ackerman's lecture. So, and that was after, I don't know if it was a day of magic, but things been going on all day. Alan gets up and talks about card magic for an hour and a half and does his sales. And then 5 minutes later, boom, him and Steve are back at it in the bar. This is Steve Reynolds and Alan at the session table. Let's see if we can, okay, this is Chris Conn. This looks well lit. This could have been a lecture situation, but it looks like the show. This is the room where the events took place. It was a great room. We had good lighting. The close-up was on camera, which is always a pleasant surprise. And let me tell you, on the Friday night show, Chris stole. He stole the show with a moment that had me rolling in the aisles. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to experience it live. Chris Conn. So here we go. Grant, I hope you're watching. This is Grant, who sat with me during my lecture at the affair. And let me put my face in here so I can talk to Jeff, Grant's father, who was kind enough to send me this picture. First of all, I hope you don't mind me showing the back of Grant's head. Jeff sent me a few pictures. Grant made the trip to the convention to visit certainly me and other magicians. And it takes a lot for a father to bring his son to an event like, it was his first one. That's always a weird one and a big step to take. So Grant made this trip for me in a heartwarming way. And I just wanted to take a note and say, hey, Grant, if you're watching, and Jeff as well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And future magic's in good hands. Your son is an inquisitive young man, and I think will be a good fit for our art. I hope you guys enjoy it. What's next? My new BFF, and I'm wearing the same t-shirt. I got this shirt right before I left for the convention, so I'm double wearing it. This is Howard Hamburg. Howard Hamburg. This man, when they talk about legends, this is the kind of guy they talk about. And here's how the kind of guy Howard is. He was a good friend of Di Vernon's. D-Dub emailed me. Cool. Thanks, bro. I got you, man. I'm going to send you these Harry Potter cards. All right. So Howard Hamburg goes back to the Magic Castle to the late 60s, early 70s. I'm still wearing the same hat. I love this hat. Man, let me get this picture off the screen. So let me just talk to y'all about Howard for a moment. He was there at the hub of the castle when the Magic Castle, the club in Los Angeles, which was just purchased, new ownership. They own the land. They own the Magic Castle Hotel. It's a new day for the Magic Castle. We'll talk about that some other time. Howard was there from the beginning. He knew Di Vernon. He knew everyone that was there. And this man blew my mind throughout the whole weekend, including, I want to share a finesse. Let me show you something he taught. I asked Howard if I could teach this. He said I could, which I thought he would be like this. I don't want that shit I don't want that on the internet. No, he was like, sure, Doug, be my guest. Because he's a great guy. That's why. I kind of wanted to give something, I Are these golds? These are a little rough for the camera. Let's see how it looks close up. I kind of wanted to give something for the hardcore viewer, and we'll do that with this item. And also, that's my favorite picture. I couldn't get it situated right. I'll talk about that picture too, but here's one of the things. I learned things from Howard all weekend, but even an advanced student, you're about to learn something. You're about to learn something for me. Jake, have you been to the Magic Castle Hotel? Like, I'm going to be there this summer. That's my plan. I will be at the Magic Castle. Anyway, let me show you. This is a finesse. This is a card man's finesse. And in particular, it's a method for obtaining a break under the bottom card. Now, this won't mean a lot to my Muggle viewers, but the card men, it's a problem or it's an issue. Now, I do prefer pinky work. Like, I'll use the pinky count a lot, releasing the cards off the tip of the finger. I hope if you're a practicing card man, you practice this. The pinky count is valuable for me, and coming off the bottom is certainly an option, as is Ed Marlowe's tick count, which is maybe a subject we'll also reserve for another day. But Howard had this wonderful, what's up, GB? Good to see you. Have a nice day, whatever you're doing, Goldbug. So Howard had this great method for obtaining a break that uses the forefinger of the dealing hand. And this is the finesse. And it's simply moving the forefinger beneath the deck and then pushing towards yourself with that forefinger gently. And see what happens there on the bottom card? So if I move my forefinger under the deck using the knuckle and then use that knuckle to move towards myself, now the bottom card, or if you apply pressure, you can start getting multiples and count multiple breaks. But now the bottom card moves towards yourself. And now specifically, if you need a thumb break above that card, boom, it's there. So I'm ready to go with maybe my drop slight. I got a double backer there. Hold on, I want a regular card. Boom, that was a trick. All right. I didn't know there was a double backer in the Harry Potter pack. All right, so anyway, that's maybe how you could use this. So the problem here, usually in obtaining these breaks, is magicians riffle up the back to get that break, in particular a thumb break, right? Magicians always do this, thinking no one will see it. But they see it. If you lift up at the back with your thumb, they see it. They see you lift up. It's a visible action. But look, this method, pushing with your finger, no one's going to see that. And then as I come, now I'm just hitting that little jog with my thumb, and now I got my thumb break as I do my drop slight. Are we back to a double backer? Nope, now it's a Jack of Hearts, and that is a finesse that Howard Hamburg gave me the okay to teach. I thought it's so cool on a couple levels that a man from the day, back in the day, and I thought I've been back in the day. He was back in the day, and he said, you can teach that. Bear does a pack squeeze. That's a good method. But it requires force, and it's not easy. Anyway, irrelevant. Thank you, Howard Hamburg, for agreeing to share some of the knowledge with not just me, but future students. And I think it's our responsibility to continue sharing this knowledge on the platform. And so we just did that. No doubt, really is, right? Anyway, he's a great guy. Can't wait to spend more time with Howard moving forward. Oh, the other picture. Briefly, because I was putting these on right before the stream. This is my favorite picture. Sorry, it's sideways. But here's everybody. It's Alan Ackerman, Bill Goodwin's there, Steve Reynolds is to my right. I was going to make everyone drunk if I leave that sideways. That picture was taken at 4 a.m. on Sunday. So after we'd been through Friday Magic, Saturday Magic, all the shows, the lectures, we're still going at 4 a.m. A bunch of old guys. Alan's 74. He's the one going, watch this. And Chris Korn's watching him. Man, what a great weekend. If you haven't been to a magic convention and you love magic, go to one. Here's some other things I picked up. Tom Gagnon's Huffson's Races. Yeah, I should mention this. I got this from can I do something with these? I got these from the fine folks at the Tennessee Magic Emporium, and Andrew and Jessica, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintances. These folks do a magic booth at magic conventions. A lot of you see me do my knife work. This is a Lovin's knife, which maybe I'll add to the offerings at conjure.com. And I've always wanted to use these, and they have like the Lovin's knives will do this. They'll change color. So it might look like it changes to white, or then we can do this to change it back to, this would be a bone or a stag brown handle. Now, if you use 2 of these, you can do things. I'm just making this up as I go here. I'm doing an impromptu demonstration. Use 2 of these, you could get them to change places, right? And I'll do this here. Let's see if I can do this long distance. Watch as the white knife goes where the bone stag knife went, and I'll just get rid of that one. Getting lost here. Over here is the white knife. And the problem I had with the Lovin's knives is this. They never had them available in red, which is the finish that I prefer in red. That's the finish that I prefer to use. And now I have a set of sweet Lovin's knives to do switchblades with. Thank you, Tennessee Magic Company. Woo! What else did I get? Tom Gagnon. This is a Hofstadter. Great to meet Jason Dean. He was there running around, spent some quality time with a kindred spirit. This is a wonderful piece. This is a working routine threesome. If you don't know what this is, and you want a good, easy fooler to add to your card repertoire, put that on your radar. And then there's this one by Bill Goodwin, Evolution. This was the trick of the convention for me. It's from Bill's lecture. I noted a couple things from Bill's lecture. He said I would never do this trick. Well, step 1 is I printed the PDF. Hey, Bill Goodwin, if you're watching this, I'm going to do this trick. I also got the okay from Bill to put this on the short form videos. So, wow, what a great trick that was. And I guess you kind of got to go to magic conventions to watch things like that. All right, where are we at? Where are we at in the pile? That's it. That's the pile. I did want to talk about stripper decks just because that was my teach-in and I sell things. Let me talk about a stripper deck for a minute, and then we'll do some Q&A. I'll hang out for a loose 10 minutes and we can talk about whatever you guys want. Oh, I got to give away the TikTok notes. I'm going to do the stripper deck and then we're going to talk about the TikTok notes. So these are trick cards, and I got a lot of people that ask me, what can I do with stripper decks? I also have tutorials for the tricks that I sell. So when you buy a trick deck or a magic product from me, you get a little instructional on how to use it. And I wanted to give some advanced ideas with the stripper deck, and I thought this would be one of them. And unfortunately, the stripper deck I bought, it had all red cards in it. Now this is a defect, right? Like, how are you going to do a card trick with a deck? This is the 18 plus part of the show. Get your mind out of the gutter, buddy. You can't do a trick with all red cards. So here's what I did. I called deck support. Yeah, I called deck support, which is the Chad Long line. They said I got to hit the reset button. This is not my repertoire. Is this going to work? I hit the reset button. Yeah, that's wrong. I did it wrong. See, I hit the wrong button, and then you get just all the black cards. Yeah, you get all the black cards. You can't do a trick with a deck that's all black cards. So then I called deck support back, and they said, oh, you hit the top right quadrant 3 times, and then you squeeze both sides and push with 1 cut. Give it a spread. This should return the deck to its regular condition. That's reds and blacks. And now you can do a card trick. And since it's a stripper deck, you could do something like this. You could say, hey, buddy, pick a card. And your friend picks a card. What do we got here? Queen of clubs? And then you say, all right, put your card back wherever you'd like. They put the card back. And because of the nature of the deck, the lead in to the effect, and remember, we're looking for the queen of clubs here. I'm going to find it with just 1 cut, dead center, 26 and 26. All right. Yeah. It's 26 if you get all the black cards on one side. So there you go. That's all the black cards on one side. That makes it easy. You don't have to do the math. That's all the red cards on the other side, except for 1 black card in the red half. That's the selected queen of clubs. And yeah, that's the idea. Chat's picking it up. Stripper as Svengali. Yeah, that's right. So what I did this week, I took a deep dive into some Svengali stripper resources, did a little tutorial on the stripper deck. That's been my long form offering for the week. And if you watch it, hey, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you do watch it, you probably should subscribe because I do things like this all the time. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know why. I don't know why not. All right. Did I do all the things? Got the commercials. Talked about the stuff. Thank you for helping my daughter. Double thank you for that. Did some magic. Now, what are we going to talk about? It's up to you, folks. Did I make it through that whole stream without drinking the manna juice? I did. Oh, the TikTok. Who does social media? Before I forget. Besides me, who is doing performances? And hey, if you're doing this, maybe you can show me a link. Oh, you're welcome, Trickstore. Thank you for the thank you. I hope it was watchable. I'm seeing my, I'm on cable internet. My stream is like as good as I can get it. I was telling the wife yesterday, the new thing has to be another laptop. I'm beaming into this one from an Ethernet cord that has a USB hub on it. It's got to be a bottleneck on my stream. Yeah, Jake, I'll see you in California this summer, man. I'm bullseyeing it big time. It might be June. All right, Alex, you got it. You've mentioned it twice. Alex's Magical Adventures obviously seems like you're a social media guy. Email me, brother, conjure@gmail.com or conjure@conjure.com. I'm going to send you these notes, and hopefully they'll help you out, brah. The notes also have access to some of my tricks. I should mention that. You get like 5 tricks in the notes, and you can learn some of my material. Invisible thread work? That is like my kryptonite, brother. I do have some thoughts on the subject. I'll tell you what I have waiting in my... Did I order them today? I don't think I did. I'm so... Okay. I'll let you know, Jason. We will jam at the castle. We'll have dinner. I would love to sit with you. So, forgot what I was saying. Short-term memory loss. Part of the package. What's next? Oh, thread work. I was adding loops to my offerings. That'll be coming, I believe, in Yugio Masika's loops. And I really like the John LeClaire hookup. If you want a good thread system, look up LeClaire. It's simply going from the ear to the tip of the finger. It's a short distance that's tactile and versatile. John LeClaire. He had a project called Who's Afraid of Invisible Thread? That's what you want to go look at. Claude wants to know the weirdest trick I know. I learned it yesterday. Let me do it for you so I can make it a tax write-off. There's a part 2 to this. This is Claude Wyatt's fault if this goes bad. And look, I am not a role model. I love these things, but my doctor said this. He said that, make sure I get the freaking gimmick. Not going to work without the gimmick. Hold on. I'm over here moving cameras around. Here's a pro tip when you're doing live stream. Don't put the Pocky on your trackpad. All right. Imagine this world. Imagine Claude had just asked me, what's the weirdest trick you know? Oh, I learned it yesterday. Let me show it to you. Hopefully we're not too... You're welcome, John. You got a good one. My doctor said this, I can't eat these anymore. To be blunt, I'm getting too fat. If you love Pocky like I do, you know that's a problem. Now I went on eBay looking for a plastic chocolate so I could follow this up. I'm not eating the Pocky anymore. Oh, woo! So this saves you calories. And then what I'm envisioning is this. I blow, and I blow a chocolate nugget out of my nose. So that's half of the weirdest trick I know. Needs about 20 more practice reps, but maybe that'll inspire some young magic mind to do Pocky magic. I hope no one was expecting something good there. There was that one Thanksgiving where I produced the turkey carcass. Malini style. Oh, I moved my screen. There we go. I bumped the multiverse. Sorry about that. That's a new Hansen Chin release. Yeah, it needs work. Okay, so that's that. We did that. Yeah, the turkey carcass. That's legendary. Maybe someone here. Oh, brother, print me some chocolate. Yes, here's the thing. The old Adams rubber chocolate, they're now collectibles. It's like $30 to get a rubber chocolate sent to your house. Like, man, I offered the guy $5 for rubber chocolate. He wouldn't take it. Okay, it's a weird world. Are you kids watching that? That's cool, Jake. What now I want to do one for the kids, but you have everything I sell, so I don't know what to do. Light of hand guys in the house. What's happening? I also feel magicianed out. Here's the other thing. I was so unprofessional today. I don't want to tell my unprofessional story, but I spent the better part of my day preparing for a gig tonight. Now, my gig tonight is this. I'm doing the after prom for a senior group. So it's a seniors after prom. Because it's after prom, the gig goes until 1:30 in the morning. Because of this, I had it on the calendar at the wrong date. Anyway, that gig's tomorrow. Oh yeah, the plastic lady. So I just picked those up from Mike Powers. This is one of the advantages of me being able to go to conventions and run into guys who don't wholesale magic to distributors. I do sell Mike's diminishing returns. That's a wonderful piece. But yeah, the plastic lady, and I look forward to doing this more in the future. If it's something I use, if it's something I believe in, and I can pick it up from these guys on my travels, I'll be doing that. So Mogus Man asked, what music do I listen to? Alexa, volume up. Alexa, volume up. Alexa, volume up. Drunk seniors are easy audiences. They were my audience at one point in my life. I think before this stream, I put the music on jazz. I said this, Alexa, play jazz focus music. Now she's going to do that. That's what I listen to sometimes. My favorite artist is Lyle Lovett, who I'm happy to go see in August at Beau Rivage. But I listen to everything. Like my playlist on Pandora go from AC/DC and Eminem to Hamilton and Disney tunes. So I just love music all around. Gary wants the real work on the turkey production. I'm sorry, my friend, that's remaining sub rosa. Maybe I'll print that in the book, in the biography. I'll give you the work on how to produce the turkey carcass. I've been doing magic for over 40 years. I should get that tattooed on my arm. People ask me that question all the time. Open these strikingly green Jerry's cards as I chat for a few more minutes. Gonna hang till about 4:45, folks, promptly leaving, and then I'm going to buy things to organize. You want to see? Yeah, I'll show you. My wife's had enough. So this is getting fixed. There's more where that came from. So today we're going to Home Depot and Walmart and Michael's. We're going to organize. So she'll be home at 5. I have to be offline by then. My favorite non-gimmick card trick is Flush Brush. It's where I paint the royal flushes. I've done it live a few times, and I've done it. Alexa. Sorry, guys. Volume down. Alexa, volume down. So I'm learning the Akita box as we speak. I used to play with it a lot. The question is, what about work on the Akita box? And I would not say I'm proficient enough to tell anyone or demonstrate what to do with it. Yeah, there's enough. This is an average neon green deck of cards. So here's a good one that I do all the time. You have someone just touch a card. So this is a worker card trick. Here's one you can do. You have someone touch a card. I think I've done this. I've done this too. You say, look, we'll need I'll use this system. I'll use this system. You might want to remember it. Without that, there's no plot. King of Spades. we'll use the upside down all around poker mix. This is a little known and underused technique devised to find selected cards. And here's the skit. And also, if you do the slop shuffle, folks, I recommend you slop it up. Now, this deck is brand new and a little slippery, but here's my point. Drop some cards on the table, drop some face down, and then just put them where they go as you put the cards back. It makes the shuffle look more messy. But the point is, this is the mess, and then you fix the mess with magic. Now, I'm going to use the Jack of Spades and some magic. Here's the magic. With sound effects. It'll take us back about 45 seconds, which is before the cards were mixed. They were all the same direction. And if you remember, that card wasn't even in the deck. It's the King of Spades. Yeah, that's the one we were looking for. The lackluster transformation. Anyway, that's Jay Sankey's back in time trick. If I had to recommend a good sleight of hand trick to learn to a student, I'd say go to Jay Sankey's channel and learn back in time. He teaches it on his YouTube channel. I'm always happy to share the love on that. Yeah, Murphy's makes a good close-up pad. I'm glad you got one to work with. That's a great pad for flush brush. Speaking of that trick too. What else, folks? Oh, Marty likes Wynton Marsalis. No doubt. He's a New Orleans native. The Marsalis family's from here. Yeah, I find jazz provides good focus, right? It doesn't distract my mind too much when I'm trying to stay, if it's got lyrics, I start getting sidetracked. Ontario, greetings. I'm seeing this out of the corner of my eye. This is something I picked up too. I've been looking for one of these. I got this at the convention from the Tennessee Magic Emporium. Let me give these guys another plug. Their number on there? I don't know. Maybe they don't want you calling their house. All right. We got to put silent on. So this is a miniature chop cup. And the reason I've been looking for one of these is because you can use a miniature chop cup. And what we do with this, it doesn't even use the ball. Or it does. I just try and sneak it back under the cup when you're not looking. And a cup of this size allows you to produce, say, a golf ball or a battery, something that will fit in the cup. See how this sounds. Should sound like it goes into the hand. Maybe I'll spit it back. Oh, I missed. There we go. Got it. All right. And then you can do a load like a golf ball or a battery in a cup of this size, and it has a ginormous impact without requiring you to fill your pockets with, say, an orange or a lemon. You can do a little load in a little cup and still retain a big impact using a smaller chop cup. And I've been looking for one for a while, something I picked up, and yeah, there, I talked about it. I don't know. I just saw it out of my eye. Triumph is like one of my all-time favorites. I mentioned Flush Brush. That's Triumph. Certainly one of my favorite tricks is Vernon's original Triumph. I have a tutorial for that on the platform. I got some work on it. And hey, Steve, it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Yeah, it's a chop cup. So it's the reason I haven't offered one is this. I haven't found good ones to sell. This is a Ickle Pickle cup, I think. Okay, Ickle Pickle. I'll tell you what, Jake, if you're looking for one, maybe look at this one. Like, I think this is a good cup, and it's one that I've used, but there was an issue with my cup in that it had a bad ball. So these are gimmick cups that allow you to make a ball appear beneath them. Unfortunately, the package I received from TCC, and it's a great package that includes a drawstring bag, the baseballs, it's a leather chop cup, but the package was a little defective, so I can't get behind ordering one for myself. For the time being, though, I think it was just a random defect. If I can see this company in the future and talk about it. Oh, there we go. We're getting some unsolicited testimony. Bear loves his leather one. So yeah, I really like this cup, and I'll show you what I load in here when I do, when I say load, and this is what I'm talking about. Am I being natural over here? Is this natural? So say you've put the ball away, and then the ball returns, and then when you load something into the cup, you want that object to fill it. And I happen to use an 8-ball in my act, so this is why this cup works for me. An 8-ball fits perfectly. That's why I really like the TCC leather chop cup. Oh, Jason asks an interesting question. This is a good one. Ever been interested in large stage illusions? Like sawing a lady in half or vanishing an elephant? Ever wanted to be that kind of magician? So in theory, I have, right? Like when I was a youngster growing up, this was the only vision of a magician I had. I watched Doug Henning and David Copperfield, all magicians at my school. There wasn't a lot of magic for me to envision. So I had to envision it that way, right? As a stage magician. But then when I was about 16, my eyes were open to the world of close-up magic. And as I performed my magic, I realized that style was immensely different than being on a stage, which has a fourth wall. It's two different worlds when you're presenting magic on a stage through the fourth wall, and being close up when an audience can touch you or grab your props, or more importantly, have a hands-on experience, or be emotionally involved in the moment because you've asked them a question directly, or you touch them. I don't know. So the point is, I'm a close-up magician. I get on a stage occasionally. I never feel comfortable there. I suffer through it. It's part of my professionalism. Do I aspire to do it more on my own terms? Yes. What will that look like? We don't know yet. That's right. I auditioned for Fool Us 2 years ago. I planned, Jake, people talking about the Fool Us. I planned to audition last year as well, to re-audition. And then I just stopped caring. I don't know. I stopped caring. Like, I don't care. Maybe I'll try again. So Jimmy wants to know about tips for flipping the card over too soon. This is what the wand is for. A lot of magicians think it's for misdirection, but you use it like a nun would use it. All right, next question. Yes, Jason, thank you for the compliment. In the words of Alex Elmsley, I've tried to attain competence. I did have the honor of closing the convention show last weekend at the senior tour convention. I was there in front of 100 people with that fourth wall in front of me. But note that I could touch the front row, so it felt like a close-up show. Yeah, now I'm doing this. Now I perform for the Black Mirror, but hey, tomorrow night I'll be performing for seniors who are going to grab my shit. Pardon me. They'll probably be drinking. It's a senior after prom. So tomorrow night I will have, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow night at this senior event? I'm going to hand them each show I do. I plan on doing rotating sets of like 20 minutes. I'm going to hand them my phone and ask them to film my TikTok. So you guys hopefully will get an experience of what it's like to watch my show tomorrow night as I hand the phones out at 1 a.m. to seniors at the after prom event. Should be exciting. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys. The Jay Sankey trick I mentioned was back in time. You know, I saw Jay lecture here about 20 years ago, pardon me, when he debuted that trick, and he said this trick is gold. He does it in the hands, no table, so it's all in the hands. It's got a spectator's hands-on moment, a wonderful transformation, and it is a piece of gold. It served me well since that day. I don't know, when did I see him? 2002, and that's the name of that tune. Back in time. He teaches it on the platform. Because like all wise men, we're coming to the platform because this is where people learn. All right, guys, look, I'm wrapping up here. I'm going to go get some coffee, and then I'm going to go shopping with the wife to organize my mess. If you need some magic stuff, go shop at conjure.com. If you want to learn some things, join my membership. It's $5 a month for over 20 tutorials. And if nothing else, maybe subscribe and or, hit the like button sometimes. Appease the algorithm. It helps the jam. Thank you guys very much. But can I juggle? Potato, when I started, and I don't do it anymore. I don't have a third 8-ball. When I started as a magician, juggling was in my show. What was this? 2 8-balls and a leather baseball. So that's unrehearsed. So yes, I can. And that wonderful anticlimactic moment will be the end of this show. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Jason's right. She's on the way. I got 9 minutes. Gary knows he's got a wife. I'm wrapping it up, folks. Thanks for spending some time with me. I appreciate your energy, etc. And I think what I say